What is going on, guys? My name is Dustin. Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of the month, and I have some stuff to show you. Not a lot. There's not a lot, but there is some stuff to talk about. Obviously, if you haven't noticed, I've made my return to Minecraft. Those videos are still going to happen, but I've mentioned, if you haven't watched, I'm also going to continue doing this movie and book thing and showing you things that I got, because really, deep down, that's what I'm passionate about. I love talking about that stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I have one electronic device I'm going to show you, one book, and then 5 movies. So not a whole lot this month, but that's okay. There's some really cool stuff coming out in September and October that I definitely plan on picking up. So those months are going to be some pretty heavy hitting months. Because, you know, I love spooky season. It is my favorite holiday. So let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I have this device here. This is called the Anbernic RG35XX. This is like a retro handheld, you could call it. It has, I'm not even going to begin to know like what I'm talking about. It has a ton of games on it, thousands of games, ranging all the way from like PSP. There's like PlayStation 1s, there's some N64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, DS, there's Sega Game Gear, all kinds of stuff, and it's great. I do take this to work, and I do play it. Like if I go to my favorites here, like you can see, like there's some Grand Theft Auto 3, Mortal Kombat, Zombies Ate My Neighbor, the old Aladdin game, all the Pokemons. I play everything on here. So this has been really fun. Really enjoyable. I've been wanting one of these for a while, and I actually managed to get this for really cheap, like less than $30 on the TikTok shop of all places. And if you look around, you can find these. There are much better handhelds. This is a good entry-level one. I do know if you have the time and the know-how, you can actually like install your own emulators on here and play them. But I'm cool with what's already on it. So, yeah, there's that. For the one book that I got, this is a book release that I've been really excited for, and that is Clown in the Cornfield 3 by Adam Caesar. I have read the first 2 books and I loved them. I'm currently reading this book now. I'm 167 pages in. I did finish 11/22/63 by Stephen King. Great book, and I'm loving this book so far. Again, I read the first 2. I loved them. This was probably my most anticipated book release, other than obviously Stephen King's short story collection, which I already read, but so happy that this is finally out and I'm holding it in my hand. If you have not read the Clown in the Cornfield books, I highly recommend. Also, there is a movie coming out based off the very first book, so that's something exciting to look forward to, but I really like what Adam Caesar does. He has a couple other books coming out in October, one called Influencer, which I definitely want to pick up, but I love this series, and this one is a treat to read so far. Now to go ahead and get into the movies. Again, there's only 5 here. I picked this up. My wife was actually at a Walmart in a town that we go to. It's about 25 minutes away. And that's where I pick up like a lot of my movies, because the one closest to where I work just doesn't have crap for movies anymore. They just don't get new releases. And she just happened to be like walking around, and when she goes, she sends me pictures of like what they have. And this was there, and it was on sale. The Point Break Steelbook with Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze. I've seen this movie once a long time ago, and I started to rewatch it, and I haven't finished it yet. I do need to like sit back down and get into it again. But this Steelbook is gorgeous. I've been wanting this one for a while, and this thing was like $20. So it went down, you know, it was like $35, I think, retail. So to get it below retail price on clearance is always a good deal. And this Steelbook looks so good. There you go. It is 4K and Blu-ray, so, you know, Shout Studios doing their thing. Next up here, these are 2 releases that I wanted, and I was really excited to pick them up. The first one being The Strangers Chapter 1. I own the original. I own Strangers Prey at Midnight, which I have not seen, but I heard it's better. It's funny because my wife and I watched the original one, and I was like, I remember that movie being so scary, and she's like, me too, and we put it on, and we were just like, it was terrible. This movie did not do well at all. A lot of people hated this movie. I mean, it's a Strangers movie. Didn't hate it as much as I thought I was going to, but you know, it's still like wasn't the best movie. It's pretty cringy in some parts, but I'm really excited to see how the other two movies are going to go, because this one definitely leaves you with like something at the end where you know there's going to be more, and I believe that they plan on doing 2 more in these, so I think it's going to be like a trilogy. So I'm really excited to see where those go. But this one, it was okay. Like I said, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It was okay. Next up, a movie that I really did like, and I'm happy to have this one because now I own every movie. I have the Scream Factory box set with all the other movies, and that is the Omen, the first Omen, actually. So this is like before, you know, the Omen even happens. And my wife and I watched this on Hulu when it dropped and really, really liked it. And it finally came out, so I'm really happy to have it. The slipcover is really cool. Good movie if you haven't watched it. It kind of makes me want to like go back and watch the Omens. I don't know about like the original ones, but definitely like the newer ones, and really get a feel for them, because I haven't seen those movies in years. But we have the first Omen. I liked it. I like this movie a lot. And then next up, if you guys watch my videos, I actually did an unboxing of these and kind of showed you. These are Second Sight 4Ks. I'm really getting into what Second Sight is doing, and there's a lot of great stuff coming out by them, and I want it all. They're just expensive, and I just have a limit, like what I'm willing to spend on movies, and Second Sight kind of exceeds those limits. But you know, if I do have the extra money, I do like to dabble into Second Sight. They are becoming one of my favorite labels next to Arrow Video, and I will say Terror Vision is also getting up there. There's a really cool set coming out that I want in October. It's limited to 250, like that's it, 250 versions, like 250 copies of that particular collector's version that I do want to get. I just got to convince my wife, because it's expensive. It's like $75, but you get a lot of stuff, and it doesn't come out till October. But here we have Possessor, 4K Second Sight. This is, I want to say this is done by Brandon Cronenberg, so David Cronenberg's son. And it's basically about this assassin that possesses different people to take out higher priority targets. Pretty cool. I've not watched it. I want to. I just haven't had the chance. But I'm going to eventually. Probably like maybe this weekend even. I'm going to sit down and put this movie on, because I really want to see it. So we got Possessor. Comes with all kinds of stuff. There's like art cards. There's like a booklet on it and like a fold out, you know, case. It's pretty sweet. The box set looks great. And the art looks great. And then another Second Sight 4K, we have Green Room. Another movie that I have not seen. I've heard amazing things about both of these. This one, from what I gather, it's about this pop punk band. They're playing this venue, and they have songs about hating neo-Nazis, but this venue is full of neo-Nazis. And basically, they trap them in this venue, and they have to fight for survival. So that's all I know. I believe this is actually on Tubi to watch, or it's on some streaming service. I don't know. I'm going to watch the 4K because I have a 4K TV and a 4K player. It only makes sense to get the best possible viewing experience. But yeah, this is, that's it. So we got 2, like, really nice Second Sight box sets, a Steelbook, and, of course, the first Omen and The Strangers Chapter 1. And then the book in the little cool retro handheld thing, which I love. Work's been busy. I haven't played it in a couple days, but I usually take it to work and play for about 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, Clown on Cornfield 3, check it out. Check out Adam Caesar. You can find these on Amazon. They go on sale all the time. I think you can pick up the books for around $10 a piece, hardcover. Highly recommend. So yeah, guys, that is it for everything. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, I'll see you later in another video.